Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my camera. So in last week's Monday video, I talked about this new camera that I bought, which is a Panasonic Lumix TZ90 camera. So on Monday I was really talking about the photography side of the camera, and I included some pictures that I'd taken with the camera in Wellington, using different settings, different like lighting, and like finding different things that could have different kinds of pictures. So today I'm going to be talking about how I use this camera for filming. So this is the camera here. So this is my new baby. Few things just by looking at it. There is this. So I'm known to drop a few things, and I get quite sweaty hands, which is probably the reason why I end up dropping so many things. But there is a grip on the camera right here, so you can hold it like this, and the grip is just, it's great. Like, there's no moving. And then with this, the cord, there's an extra protection. So if you, I mean, it's not like you need it 100% because, like, you got the grip. The grip is great. But like if you do happen to slip, it's great. Just gonna start off talking about the exterior of the camera. I'm not gonna turn it on now, I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the top of the camera. So here we have the different settings. So now it's on automatic, and then we've got like different... Ooh, this is backwards. Okay, so we have different settings. So this one here, like different coloring, so you could do sepia, black and white, like things like that. I don't know what that is. This one's Panasonic, panoramic. This one here is film, and then like these ones up here, like the typical shutter speed, aperture, things like that. So this thing here is, you can probably tell, this is how you zoom in. Well, one of the ways you can zoom in on the camera. Here, if you press this down, you probably can't tell, but like you press that down and it takes a picture. Same goes for this one, but I don't know why it's different. It might just be for filming. Who knows? And then this one's pretty self-explanatory. It's how you turn the camera on and off. On the back here, with my lovely fingerprints. Wow. We have a whole range of more settings. So here, this is 4K option. So I think I mentioned this is a 4K camera. Maybe not. Maybe I should talk more about the camera itself. So this camera was about 650 New Zealand dollars, which for a camera is pretty typical until you learn that it is 4K, has a 30 times zoom. What else is, it's got the 180 flip screen, which as a vlogger is perfect and is something that I really needed for my camera. So I'll just give you a small bit of a tour of the screen options of the camera as well. I don't want to go too into detail because I haven't quite figured everything out myself yet. So that's just going to be me testing it out and showing you things that I know, things that I know think are interesting that I have already figured out, just like things like that. So I won't go too into detail. I won't be talking about each individual thing on the camera, just the things that I know or the things that I find interesting. So yeah, we've got the 4K option here. This is like the gallery option. This one here is, I think that's another gallery option. Honestly, I haven't fiddled around with it 100%, so there are still a few things that I haven't quite figured out yet. But those will come at a later date, because you can rush into things. Especially me, I take ages to figure out how to do things, so. And then yeah, the buttons here. So like this is flash here. That is, this is like the brightness up here. So it's like a micro shot. And then, yeah, that one deletes things. Okay, yeah. I really need to figure out how to do some things bit better, but I will turn it on to you now and show you some of the things that the camera had. Oh, and by the way, this is great. Hi, look at that. Camera reception. Okay, so here, this is the viewfinder. So if you can see, once I go over the sensor here, with this here is, oh my god, stop, this here is a sensor. So once I go over that, the screen turns off and you can use the viewfinder instead. So yeah, like I said, it's got a 180 screen, so you can see what I'm doing. So like I'm gonna be going like this a lot, because that's what vloggers do. This is a touch screen as well, so it's just amazing. I love touch screen things. It just makes things a lot easier, and just seems so much more modern. So there's a few options here. When the screen is flipped up, it comes up with different options than when the screen is flipped down. So I'll show you what happens when the screen is flipped up. So this one here is like a burst. So you click on it, you get all these options. So countdown 8 seconds. So that means between each picture you'll have an 8-second countdown to, you know, make sure you're in the right pose. And then different kinds of shots. You can have 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, just depending on how many pictures you want taken within like a similar length of time. This one, slimming mode. I don't know why this exists, but you can have a slimming mode if you want to look slimmer for some unknown reason. Background control. So this will like blur the background, sharpen the background depending on what kind of picture or video you're going for. And of course there is a soft skin option, which is insane. I don't know why it exists, but it does. It just smooths out your skin and makes you not look like you've got imperfections. Okay, so when the screen is flipped down, you have a few more options, and now you get to look at my face twice. Isn't that great? So the obvious first one is the Wi-Fi symbol. So this camera is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connected, connectable. Wi-Fi meaning you can connect it to your phone or other device. Download a Panasonic app and then you can control your camera with your phone, which is amazing. I would test it out, but I'm using my phone to record right now, and I'm using this as a demonstration. So I can't really show you what's going on because like I can't use my phone to access the app, but I will talk about it because that is all I can do. So once you connect your camera to the phone application, you can do a wide variety of things that you can also do on the camera. This just makes it so that if you put your camera somewhere that you can't really control it, so like if you, like depending on where you put the camera, if you like put it on a shelf or somewhere, or if you weren't at home while you were using it or whatever, you can access your camera through your phone. So that includes using it to zoom in and out of the camera, with the camera. Using it, you can see the screen, so you can see what's shown on the camera on your phone screen as well. So you're going to mirror the camera screen, which is awesome. You can do anything, and it also allows you to transport pictures from your camera straight to your phone without having to use a cable or anything, or going through laptops or anything like that. You just get the picture straight off your camera. I haven't used any of the Bluetooth options. I'm not quite sure what Bluetooth could do for a camera, but yeah, that is something that I haven't used or looked into. So I mentioned using this thing on top to zoom into the camera, so as you can see, that's moving it. But you can also do the same with this wee nozzle here. So just do it to the side. Let's just move this, just like on a regular DSLR camera. So I'll show you a bit of the color correcting kind of theme aspect of the camera. So like I showed you before, there is this option here that looks like a paintbrush and a palette. So if I go to that, trying to connect me to the Wi-Fi. So there's a whole heap of options here. I think I've been talking about the camera enough already. I don't really know too much about it. I just use it for film photography, but I haven't really dived right into it yet. I'm still figuring it out how to do some of the effects, trying to figure out how to make it less noisy, less bright, things like that. That's just what I want to focus on at the moment before I go into the more technical things. This is, if you want like the most accurate name. So this is the leaflet that comes with the camera. So it is a Panasonic digital camera, Lumix, model number DC-TZ. I've done it again. DC-TZ90. So that is the camera that I'm showcasing today. So yeah, this is just, you know, typical instructions on how to do everything, which I actually haven't read fully, which is why I don't know much about the camera. So I will show you what the camera looks like on top of the Gorilla Grip. So you just twist that in here, and then we are good. So it'll look like this. If I like to vlog, I want to do it like this and be like, use it like a selfie stick, which you can do, and then put the screen up, and then wow, a professional. Look at this professional right here, guys. But yeah, that is all I can really say about the camera today. I haven't, like I said, figured it out completely. So this is just me showcasing my limited knowledge of the camera. Review-wise, it is a great camera. It is very lightweight. It is not too chunky, and it's very compact. And I like the fact that the lens goes in and doesn't leave too much of a bulge. So it's easy to fit in many things. It's not like a big chunky DSLR camera. It is a very compact camera, but does the same sort of quality, same kind of things as the bigger camera, just smaller, which is great. The different lighting and coloring and temperature effects are all really good as well. The fact that it has flash, I don't think you can use flash when filming, but you can obviously use it for when taking pictures, which is great. A few cons about the camera, which probably isn't too big a bother for some people, but if you are looking for these kinds of specifics, then the camera isn't gonna be great for you. So if you're looking to adding extensions to the lens to have a bigger zoom, you cannot do that. You can't add lens extensions to this camera. At 30 times zoom though, it isn't gonna be a problem unless you are really doing macro kind photography. But 30 times zoom, I've tested it out. I'm really impressed with the quality that it gives when using the zoom to its maximum capacity. It is great. So unless you are really needing something with a big zoom or wanting to add extensions to it, I wouldn't recommend the camera, just because it isn't available to do that kind of thing. Another thing, with the charging of the camera, you can't charge the battery out of the camera. You need to charge the batteries inside of the camera. So that means you need to plug the camera in if you need it to be charging, which can be a bit of a pain if you need it on the go, but it does work with battery packs. So that means that you can have a battery pack with you, charge it, bring the cable with you, plug it into the battery pack, and all should be sweet. So that is the end of this video. I hope it was informative in some way. If you are starting out with vlogging, don't want to go somewhere, don't want to go with something that's too expensive and want to have the best quality that you can pay for, I would definitely recommend this. At 4K, 30 times zoom with a 180 flip screen at 650 New Zealand dollars. This is insane. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment in the comments below what your favorite camera is. If you have had any experience with the using the TZ90, or if you prefer the G7X, whatever you want to say about cameras or filming quality or things like that. Subscribe if you are new and want to stay updated, and remember to click that bell button so that you are notified for whenever I post new content. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye!